No, they don't speak Spanish.
行くぞ、俺様に続け。たまに温度を下げるのも悪くないな。
みんな仲良くしましょう。喧嘩はいけませんよ。
Traces of the $105 and Libby.
14.
And $10. There are the 4 bids. The actual retail price is...
Slow dance with you. I just wanna slow dance with you. I know all the other boys are tough and smooth, and I got the blues, but I wanna slow dance with you. I wanna slow dance with you. I just wanna slow dance with you. Why don't you take the chance? I've got the moves I'd like to prove. I wanna slow dance with you.
Here, look at here. Look what I've got from my adventure just now. Let's create recipes. A max of 3 different ingredients. It's time to show off my cooking talent. Lettuce, carrots, oysters.
A story. My story time. As the title goes, I ended up in a server with 2 fake witches. The names I'll give them is Gruntilda 2.0, or just Grunty, and Miss Fairy Tale. The server this took place on, of course, is strictly private, so please do not ask for an invite. The name of the server will be called Redacted. Redacted mostly consisted of friends and their mutual friends. Since most of the people there were new to Wicca, I was invited to the server to help out with the basics. The reason being was because my old video about Wicca was, well, outdated and misinformed, and all the sources I had were very iffy, so yeah, I had to make up for that. Some people were really intrigued with the information I presented, and others understood it really quickly. But there were those who were skeptical and pretty stuck in their own ideology of Wicca, which brings the main 2 into question. Grunty at first was acting a little bitter about how many people were listening to me and asking for guidance. I'm still doing my own study on Wicca, so I tend to redirect him to those who are more advanced about it than me. I was even open to listening to other people's ideologies and practices, though I'm not certain Grunty understood that. On day 3, I already noticed that some of the users were in voice chat, so I happily joined. I don't think Grunty knew that I joined the voice chat, or did it to try to push my buttons. But from what I heard, definitely got me concerned. She spewed out about how I didn't know what I was talking about, and that I was pretending to be a witch to feel like an oppressed special snowflake. The second I said, I'm more than willing to hear out other people's ideology about the craft, everyone fell silent. Grunty broke the silence, going, "Wait, who said that?" along with another bit of silence before she left the call. From what the others in the call told me, this wasn't the first time she shit-talked behind my back. I didn't want to give up and just label her a fake witch or Gruntilda 2.0, so I was more than willing to give her a few chances. Just one after the other, she got passive-aggressive towards me when I sourced other materials or used what my friends taught me to teach others. The one that really took the cake was when I sourced a material about the true meaning behind the symbol of Baphomet, which I will put here. It is called The Book of Transcendental Magic by Elphas Levi.
How nitty!
Excuse?
The book you linked! How foolish do you think we are?
I seriously have no clue what you're meaning, and I'm not fooling anyone?
The information about that book is nothing more than a novel filled with misinformation and sugarcoating of the truth. Do you think that upside-down pentagram is really a symbol for the figure of absolute? You make me laugh with your ill-informed ignorance. Sit down and be educated, child. My intellect will blow your feeble mind in various degrees.
As you could tell by now, she tends to use big words that seem big and smart. R/I am very smart would have a field day with this. Deep down, I was like, oh no, here we fucking go. As she was typing for a good, well, 30 minutes, trying to roast me while proclaiming that the symbol of Baphomet belongs to Satan, while at the same time using big words. Of course, I reassured her that in no way the pentagram or pentacles ever meant Satan or Lucifer. Oh boy, she did not like that.
Then why didn't your earlier video on the matter say you said that the one with the goat is satanic?
Listen, that was an old video. The source where I got it from was very misinformed and definitely maliciously deceitful. I'm currently working with a couple of friends to make an updated and more informed video about it.
So you deceived us all with that little film project then?
I was deceived too. Seriously, I never intend to give inaccurate information to the public.
See?
At everyone.
Chaos fabricated information. All of what she stated in her video was a lie. What the fuck?
I don't... Well, I totally knew what to do in that instance. I never thought I could facepalm so hard. They used one of my old contents against me to make me come off as a liar. This could only go so well if I responded or not responded. I'm glad that people in there were reasonable, since I did say that I was open to hearing about other people's ideology to the craft. That video was made over 8 months ago. The only source I had at the time were stuff that were filled with uneducated authors and iffy sources.
Not an excuse. You give actual Wiccans a horrible name. Then again, your family didn't come from a line of real witches.
Ding ding ding, Gruntilda 2.0, there she is. She tries to act like her wand has more mana than all the others in Redacted. Her statement shocked just about everyone in the server. Wait, what? Line of witches? Is that some sort of hip term for taking cocaine?
Nope, I'm from...
Let's call the last name of her family Potter.
Nope, I'm from the Potter family. They are very favored and respected in my neighborhood.
For the sake of not ruining my voice, I'm just gonna sum up what she said. So since she got the attention she wanted from the people, she bragged on and on about how her family were the founders of Wicca back in the 14th century, and how some of them changed their last names and are secretly the royal family from Britain. Yeah, no. The more she kept lying and bragging, the more people got skeptical. One openly said,
"Right, that totally happened."
But since it was via text, she probably didn't catch the sarcasm.
Yep, it sickens me how posers like Chaos can preach about such ignorant nonsense. It's pitiful to say the least. My ancestors would have boiled her alive or cut off her tongue if they were still among the world of the living. 'Tis but a cruel shame.
It's quite clear that a lot of people weren't buying it by this point, except Fake Witch number 2, codename Miss Fairytale. Miss Fairytale was not mean like Grunty. In fact, she was very kind. The